and what's the point of changing? Um, this is probably going to be a little bit more of a different kind of talk from what the usual talks are, but I want to give you guys a bit more of a backstory about my life because, like I said, this is more like a public diary for myself where I can hopefully look back at this and see the growth and the change. A little bit before I started this channel, and when I started this channel, I was a very, very heavy drinker. I was drinking at least 2 boxes plus a day. Like, no matter what, you were catching me fucking 8 a.m. in the morning heading up towards my bro's house, and then we were heading from his house to the liquor store. It was just a terrible lifestyle, man. A terrible lifestyle. I was putting myself around the wrong people, and it wasn't the first time I did it to myself either. I had years back when I was 18, placed myself in a very terrible environment. I'll talk about that later, but what I want to talk about is this part, because this is where I really was just going in. I was just hanging around degenerates, losers, people that have no drive in life, no care for what they're doing or where they're going. They could die the next day and would probably not give a fuck. And putting yourself around those sort of people brings you down very heavily. You don't realize it at first. You're thinking, I'm having fun with the boys, I'm getting on it. Until you realize these guys are fucking deeply depressed, sad human beings. These guys aren't happy. These guys don't get up and drink for fun. And I didn't realize that till it was getting too late. Till I was myself pretty much addicted. Needing to wake up in the morning and just craving the idea of drinking, which is ridiculous at that age. I was 21 and I've turned 22 now, so it wasn't that long ago. But I realized when I was living that lifestyle, and I knew when I was living that lifestyle, that this wasn't what I wanted to do. This is not a way to live. This is not how a man should be living his life, just wasting away, drinking, just fucking I could just imagine myself being homeless, walking down the street, being one of those losers. Not in a bad sense. Some people are homeless for reasons out of their own control. But I'm talking about the fucking, you know what kind of homeless people I'm talking about. I for some reason just kept hanging around that group, man, and they put me through a lot of stuff, man. I got my ass beat, jumped, while my friend sat there and recorded with a cell phone. I got into fights with my friends. We'd knock each other the fuck out consistently all the time, just for the love of the game. A ridiculous scenario to put yourself in, ridiculous kind of people to be hanging around, and for some reason I did it, because we would always drink and get on it and fucked up, and that's what was the fun part to me, was getting fucked up. Because really it was hiding away from my true self and my ambitions and my goals. It was saying, I don't want to do this. I want to push it back. I'd rather just forget and be wasted. And that's no way to live. That's no way to go. I'm going to go back to when I was 18 now. So obviously still not even that long ago. But when I was 18, I was cheated on. I don't want to get into details, but they hooked up with my best friend at the time. I think they are actually still together, maybe even to this day. I'm not sure. I don't look into their lives. I don't have anything to do with them. I don't communicate with that sort of thing. Once you're done, you're done. That's me. I'm that kind of person. But what happened there was I was just in a very bad environment again. But back then I thought these people were all my friends. I thought these were all like the boys. We get drunk every day. We do all these drugs. We get fucked up. And my partner at the time, a little bit weird, the kind of girl that was all like, oh, we should have orgies and we should do this and that. And it's you don't want to be dating degenerates people, okay? You don't want to put yourself in those sort of positions. And maybe they're doing well in life now. I have no hate or no, I don't know what the word is. I don't hold resent towards them for what happened. I just know that those are not the kind of people I want to surround myself with. Negative, bring you down, and just, no purpose. You want to have people around you that give you purpose. You need purpose in life. And without purpose, you waste away. You waste away, and that's what those people, all of those people, were doing. Just no fucks given. No fucks given for their health, their life, their wealth, their future. They couldn't care less. Maybe they do. Maybe they have changed, but like I said, I don't keep up with them. And what I saw from them in that time, in that moment in my life, was people dragging me down and making my life worse. So, all I can say is that you want to get up on your own two legs and you want to just fucking walk, brother. You want to find the people that push you to fucking do better. Those are your real friends. The people that care about you, bro. I've got a mate coming down tonight. I'm going to see him. I don't see this guy too often, but when we catch up, we have a fucking good yarn, a good talk. It's always a good time to see each other. It's always, how are you doing, brother? Fucking, how is life? Fucking, or what are you doing now? Like, how can we keep moving forward, brother? Like, it's always talking about how to just do better. It's never bringing each other down. It's never putting each other in a bad place. Don't surround yourself around people that are going to drag you into their depths. Keep yourself up and put yourself in a good place. Because if you surround yourself around these people, you're just going to end up like them. You don't want to be that. I know I didn't. I didn't want to be an alcoholic. I didn't want to be a loser. I didn't want to fucking just be this guy that wastes his life away and does nothing. So I had to step out of that comfort zone and leave those friends behind. And sayonara, adios. I don't know, that is not the word. But see you later. I'm fucking bouncing. I gotta see you guys in another life. Fucking hope not. But like, man, you gotta put yourself around good people. People that bring you up. That's all that really matters. Yeah. That's kind of all I really wanted to talk about in this one. Just a good backstory, kind of, a little bit of information on what opened my eyes as a human being and to how I have decided to start doing better. And I've been working on myself for a while, and it's been slow but steady progress. And honestly, that's why I'm comfortable enough now today to be in front of a camera, talking to it and putting it on my diary to put on the internet. Because if it was me even 6 months, 8 months ago, a year ago, it wouldn't be the same guy, I had those videos. I've got a video, I've got them right here. Me reacting to a Joey Badass song and me talking about Kid Behind a Camera and his clickbait sort of based content. Both of those videos, I'm just not in the good state. You can tell. But I'm doing a lot better now, and that's all that matters, guys, is put yourself in a better place. Make your life better. Improve yourself. Become healthier. Look after yourself, and just strive to do better. And just keep doing that. Just keep pushing. And keep pushing. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to say with this video, guys. There ain't much else to talk about with this one. Thank you for coming in if you're watching this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.